Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. Now, this should be everything in bud, spike and bloom, but it's Saturday morning. I've only just remembered it's the 8th. It's my Orchid Society meeting today. I haven't got time to do the full-blown thing. So what I thought I'd do is we'll just revert back to what we used to do, everything in bloom. So we don't need to start in the kitchen because there's nothing in bloom in the kitchen. I'm sorry about this, but as I said, to get a video out today, I can quickly go round the blooms. But to do everything else and find all the buds and everything is I haven't got time, basically. I've got to be out the door, I've got to load the car up and everything. So we'll have a look at what's in bloom. And it's traditional that we go over to the left and move round. I will say that both of my black hair types have got buds on, so that's good. Nothing else around there has. And that was a members only video, wasn't it? Or was it? I can't remember now. But I've done a recent video on the Paphiopedilums showing 3 of those have got buds on. 3 out of the 4 that are on that shelf, and the other one was bought in bloom, so that's different. As far as Cymbidiums are concerned, there's no new blooms opened, but the yellow one its longevity is very, very good. And somewhere buried in the plant is, I don't think we're going to be able to see it, but there's another spike progressing really well and another one behind it. So there are more blooms to come on this one. This one, which is lasting incredibly well, blooms are, well, it's become one of my favourites. When I bought it, I just thought of it as just a Cymbidium. But the way this has bloomed, I mean, this has had 14 spikes at one point. I mean, some have gone over now, and I think they're all open. All the spikes are now open. I don't think there's any more buds. But yeah, it's done incredibly well. And then other Cymbidiums are coming on behind. Can we see that yellow spike from here? Yeah, there it is, through there. So that'll be the next one to come into flower. And then there's another smaller one behind that. I mean, this one here, I mean, just a quick look round, you know, you've got spike, spike, spike. And then in the centre of the plant, you've got 1, 2, 3, with buds starting to show through the top. And I think there's at least another one round the side. So my Cymbidiums have done okay. Well pleased. Now this Dendrobium's still in bloom, but only just. You can see the blooms are going over now. So they will be dropping soon. And then what we've got to do is just try and keep the flipping thing alive and get some new growths going next year. This has been grown on from a seedling. You can see the seedling canes down here. It's been grown on since then. And that possibly is its first blooming. We shall see. But it's bloomed on a leafless cane, and it has 2 leaved canes that are still actually growing. They're still growing, so it's not gone into any form of rest or anything yet. Oh, 3 canes with leaves on, sorry, was hiding. And that'll be the next Cymbidium to actually open blooms, that's Cymbidium copper. My Hibici's starting to go over now, and it's starting to look a mess. It's not dying or anything, it's spent a long time growing all of these canes, and these are semi-deciduous, and it just means that most of the canes are going to become deciduous around the same time. So it's never going to look as good as it was. But nonetheless, we've still got blooms out. And then coming round here, the spike that's up in the roof is starting to separate what look like buds, but now you can see they're not going to be buds, they're going to be branches. There's going to be multiple buds on these when they get going. The nobly type Dendrobium has actually got a name. Bouquet Purple Rain. Or bouquet, is that? There's a bucket and a bouquet joke there somewhere. That'll be way over people's heads. Around here, we've still got the, this is the last of the Brassia type, the Shelob Marie. This is the last of blooms. But there were 2 plants. They've been in bloom months and months and months. And I tell a lie, do I? No, different plant. The Nellie Isla red velvet, that's still got 2 spikes pushing on here, and 2 actual spikes in bloom. So, but that was bought like that. Now, unfortunately, this gorgeous Oncidium type with no ID is finishing. Now again, there were 2 of those. They were split when they were, well, there was 2 in the pot when I repotted them. I put them separate. They both bloomed incredibly well, and the blooms have lasted ages. But they are sort of coming to a close now. So that's that. And then we've got this, that's geese going over. We've got this Coelogeny that came from Arthur at Burnham's. This is doing well. It's dropping blooms, but it's still pushing buds out. I mean, this spike here has still got at least 2 buds coming. So I was just taking, each bud has a sheath, just one, and they do come off quite easily. See, they do come off quite easily. So, and no, you can see over here too. There's the sheath. They do make it look untidy, so they are worth removing. Yes, so 2 spikes pushing on nicely, and then tucked in behind there, that is Odontocidium tiger tail, and the buds are starting to get some colour now, so they won't be too long behind us. And then up here, the Speciosa Coelogeny has just literally this morning dropped its bloom off of here. This one's going to drop very soon, but then it's sequential. The 2 others will follow on. My Miltoniopsis, do apologise, her Alexandra, that's still looking good. And the other one behind it, that'll be its first time blooming. The buds are starting to push on nicely now. We do have a spike on this Coelogeny here at the top. We've got some Restrepias in bloom. I doubt if I'll be able to hold the camera still enough in this light. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. I just remembered I need to film. Well, I wanted to film something for today while I'm away. Got one there. And that's the Capra hybrid, I think. And then we've got this yellowy one here with the very delicate stripes. So I'm just getting this camera to try and focus on that plant, on that bloom. I still think these are fascinating blooms. It's a pity that most of them are quite small. Not much you can do about that, that's how they are. And then, well, last but not least, I suppose, is the Masdevallia falcata is going to have another bloom. And when that first came into bloom, let me just get the camera back on my hand. When that first came into bloom, I was worried that it was misnamed because the blooms were yellow. And its 2 parents, it's a primary cross, are both orange, one of them heading towards red. But both have variety in their blooms. In the wild, the parents I mean. Well, that is inherent in the primary cross. That is also variable, and pictures on the internet have shown that it does actually go from yellow through to virtually red, the deepest orange. So it is variable, but the more blooms I get on this, I do believe that's going to have some orange in it. The first one I had, the first bloom, was a very pale yellow. Then gradually they've got a deeper yellow until we may possibly get some partial orange on one. Because that definitely doesn't look like it's going to be a bright yellow flower. So we shall see. Right, so that's it for today. I'm out for the rest of the day. I'm not going to bother trying to film. We've got a guest speaker and I have a lot of kit to set up and everything. So, I've got quite a lot of reporting to do at the committee meeting prior. So it'll be a busy day for me. So I will see you tomorrow for the Sunday chat. Thanks for dropping by.